Hey, what's up guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Became the Ghost Anbu, and before continuing this, if you haven't then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And yeah guys, it's an unscripted movie as well. Now without further ado, let's begin with our story. Our story begins in Konoha Gakuren Sato. 2 hours later, the QB attack. The village has calmed down, but there was still smoke rising as the fire was still being put out because the Biju that caused rampage inside of it. The cause of stopping the Biju was the fourth Hokage and his wife, Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki. The couple stopped the Nine Tails from rampaging any further as they were successfully able to seal the Biju off and make two more Jinchuriki out of their three twins of children. As Menma and Mito, the older twins, became the Jinchuriki of Yin and Yang half, while Naruto was the only normal child. And they were summoned to the Hokage office by Hiruzen, who was there. As we go there, Jiraiya had also reached inside the village because he knew it was time. Time for Minato and his wife and the Child of Prophecy to leave Konoha to train hard and once return to fulfill their destiny. And there was one person as well who was there and it played a significant character in saving Minato and Kushina's life. Tsunade. Tsunade was also called back because she was named the godmother of the said children who were about to be born. As we go inside the Hokage office, we see Tsunade and Hiruzen enraged at what their other occupants of the room were saying, their friends, their family they thought to be. You're saying you're going to leave Naruto behind, all by himself. Not all by himself. We're going to put him in orphanage under Naruto Uzumaki. And he will stay here and learn from here and academy. Once he grows up, we will come back for him. And until then, these two will be trained as well. You know as well as I do, Tsunade, said Jiraiya, cutting his student off, that the Child of Prophecy should be trained to fulfill his role in order to save this world. To hell with the world. I'm not going to leave one behind just so you can train and fulfill your fantasies, Jiraiya. It's not a fantasy, Tsunade. It's a prophecy. Prophecy or whatever it is. I don't get it and I don't want to get it. What I do get is that you, she pointed at Kushina, and Uzumaki is leaving one of her own child, her blood behind. And that is the biggest of the biggest crime in Uzumaki clan. Or did you forget? I'm not leaving him behind. I'm only leaving him in care of the village. I will be back for him. No, Kushina, we will be back for him. Once I married Kushina, I also joined the clan. I was in love with the rules and regulation of the clan regarding the family, and I hugely respect them, and that is why we will come back for him. We are just leaving him in the care of the village, that's all. For how many time? Only for 13 years or so? What if the training isn't complete? We can extend it to 2 years, Jiraiya said. You mean 15 years? For 15 years this kid has to go through trauma of being alone, seeing and envying other kids of having family. And not only that, he has to suffer loneliness and pain of not having any family and friends. What if people turn against him? As you can see, he clearly has 3 whisker marks on his cheek. And those dumb idiots, they can just bend rules and to them favor themselves and clearly instate Naruto as a Jinchuriki. Because to me it looks like one because his chakra levels are huge, and not only that, the whisker marks, they will clearly say that he's a QB inside human skin. No, my child is not QB. Only you and I know that. Or this Arabaka and Sensei. But these people who don't understand seals, they won't understand Kushina. Are you sure you are willing to leave your one and only child behind for those two? As Kushina closed her eyes and as Minato put a hand on her shoulder, and Jiraiya did the same for her as well. Yes, I have to. The fate of the whole world rests upon their shoulder. We have to train them. Tsunade looked livid. Her eyes were widened. But then they were shadowed by her hair. Fine, I'll stay behind then. What? But we need you, said Jiraiya. No. You and your whole family are going for both of them. That is more than enough. If something come up regarding their health, which I don't think will, because Kushina, Did you forget that you, being a Jinchuriki, didn't get sick? So you don't need me. I'll be just a liability, just like Naruto. So I'll stay behind and be with him rather than be with you all. As everyone's eyes widened, because Tsunade just said that in short word that I don't need you anymore, as you don't need that child. You're going to abandon him and I'm abandoning you. But you can't, Sensei. Just tell her what she's doing is stupid. No, Jiraiya, I'm afraid I agree with Tsunade. You all are doing something stupid, and you will regret this one day. I hope you do, said Hiruzen as he turned towards the window. All of you can leave. I'll return the head once you come back, Minato. I'm disappointed. Sometimes I wish it was Orochimaru I have chosen. And you now made me believe that I was wrong in choosing you. I should have chosen him instead. As Minato looked sad about this, but knew it had to be done. Once the prophecy is fulfilled and the world is saved, Jiraiya said with anger, because his sensei, his teammate, just disrespected him, and he was not having it. You will understand this, and you will apologize to us. And this kid is nothing but a liability to us now. And he will understand how cool his siblings are, and not only that, how cool his parents are. Once he understands that, he will come crawling back to us. Do you think we're going to just put up with your plan? No, Jiraiya. You are wrong. And so are you, Minato Kushina. We are going to train him. No matter how hard you train him, Jiraiya said, he will win nothing and won't be able to hold a candle to both of them, said Jiraiya. He was enraged and wasn't thinking straight. Mark my words, Jiraiya. I will make you eat your words. After all, I am your sensei. And the professor, did you forget that? Sensei, you're getting old. You already have a lot at your hand. And Tsunade, let's be honest. You drink a lot and gamble a lot. And all you can make Naruto is a man who gambles and drinks. And clearly Minato and Kushin doesn't want that to happen. What I'm stating is truth, a sad truth that both of you have to face. With that, I'm leaving. I'm done here. Sensei, wait. I apologize for my sensei. He's just mad. We'll return, we promise. Just leave, said Hiruzen. What they didn't see, or Jiraiya didn't see, was Hiruzen was mad. Oh no, he was hella mad. Now he was going to make his student pay and tell him that why you don't mess with your master and your sensei. And unknown to everyone, a person was watching this. A person with face mask. A person with gravity-defying silver hair from outside as he clenched his fist. How could you? As one of his eye glowed red under his headband that he used to cover his eye. How could you do this to him? I'll make you eat your words, Jiraiya. Sanin or not, you will pay for this, and so will you too, Sensei Kushina. Before he disappeared via Sunshin. As we go inside the Hokage Tower, as there were Tsunade and Hiruzen standing there, as Tsunade picked up the child from the basket. I'm going to raise him, Sensei, whether you like it or not. I'm going to train him so hard when that old bastard comes back, he punches that bastard in the face and break his skull. I'm not going to fix it. Not only that, Tsunade, I'm going to make him eat his words. He insulted us quite a bit, huh? I think it's time I put your uncle's plans into action. What are you thinking? As he called for Dragon. Dragon? Yes, Hokage-sama. I think you heard what the fourth said. Yes, and be honest with me. What do you think? I think what they are doing is quite stupid. But if what Jiraiya is babbling about, then it was necessary. But clearly, they could have taken the kid with them, since he wasn't any Jinchuriki or wasn't having any residue of the Biju inside of him. But what I think is that they didn't want to get distracted. I see. So, do you think it is time to bring Ghost into an action? You mean the Nidaime plan of creating a Ghost Anbu? What is Ghost Anbu? It is a plan written by your grand uncle Tsunade. In his regime, he wrote down this plan and handed a copy to Dragon Commander Anbu at the time and one for himself. I got my hands on it after I became Hokage and read it and kept it safe, because if this super soldier plan was ever heard by any other Hokage, then there will be a problem. It was only necessary when it was for desperate measures only. And it is said that it is a ghost Anbu can go against the nine-tailed Bijus all by themselves. Is it is the Anbu that powerful? Yes, I'm going to create a super soldier, and that super soldier candidate is Naruto. It has never been done before, but Sensei created that serum himself. What serum? Did you honestly forget that your granduncle and your grandfather were geniuses in their own right? Even if Hashirama Sensei was a goofy idiot sometimes, he was genius when it came to creating serums and all that. Yeah, I know. And he created one. Only one. To be injected in only one person. And that person I have chosen is to be Naruto. Are you sure about this, Hokage-sama? Yes. What if Naruto goes rogue after finding out his family has left him behind? His family hasn't left him behind. He has no family in them. We are his family. You, me, and Tsunade. Isn't that right, Tsunade? Hiruzen smiled, turning towards his student as Tsunade smirked. Yes, Sensei, we are his family. As Naruto, for the first time, opened his baby blue eyes and looked at Tsunade, and she felt something as she reached her finger to touch Naruto's cheek, and with his baby chubby hands, Naruto grabbed that finger. And for the first time, tears started to leak Tsunade's eyes as the Anbu commander flinched alongside with Hiruzen with his eyes wide. Tsunade, what's wrong? It's nothing, she said as she hugged Naruto close and smiled. I think I just found my role as a mother, and one person to pass along the Senju clan head title. Good to know. As then Hiruzen worked hard the next day to clear Naruto out of the family schedule of the Uzumaki Namikaze family, leaving only two behind, Menma and Mito. Namikaze Uzumaki, family's children and clan heads of each clan. As Naruto was taken out and reinstated into the Senju clan, adopted by it, and his mother became Tsunade Senju. Naruto was going to have a family. Hiruzen was going to make sure of that, and that family wasn't going to be Minato, Kushina, their children, which Hiruzen feared might turn out to be arrogant, thanks to Jiraiya's boasting, and Jiraiya. They all just lose their rights. He will give a chance to the children to see if they are honest or not. But if honestly, if they are trained under 3 strong shinobis and didn't turn arrogant, then he knew he was going snarl, for sure. As then he called for an anbu and tell them to gather council members. As after half an hour, the council members were gathered. What is the reason you called for us, Hokage-sama? What happened to Minato-sama? As then Kakashi, who was taken the Hatake seat for the first time ever, because that seat was always empty in the civilian council, set out. Because my sensei and his wife abandoned one of their sons to take their 2 Jinchuriki children to train outside the village. Jinchuriki? You mean they took our weapons out? Danzo said, yes. That damn bastard Jiraiya said something about a prophecy in order to save this world or something like that, and they thought that the children might be Menma and Mito, 2 of the older children of my sensei, and they took them along with their family outside, leaving only one behind, their youngest Naruto. As Tazunmi growled, how could she do that? How could she do that after boasting about her family and all that stuff? She left one of her own pup behind, her blood. She's staying to the Uzumaki name, said Tazunmi with anger, as Hiyashi and Fugaku were sad and mad about this as well. Yes, this is quite disgusting, and I'm quite shocked, to be honest, if this is Minato we're talking about. He always wanted a family, no matter how hard we tried to persuade him that he didn't need a family this early. But I guess we were wrong. For the first time, I agree with the Uchiha, said Hiyashi. Said both of them as they nodded to each other, agreeing and appreciating, as Mabuki Haruno stood up. What happened to the child? Is he also a person holding a demon or not? No, he's a normal child. But I am suggesting one thing. I'm putting a plan in motion for him. What plan? Danzo asked. Ghost. Danzo's eyes widened as he became shocked, and which was quite shocking for everyone. You can't be serious. Wow, Danzo's stuttering. This must be something quite interesting to hear, Shikaku thought. You know that plan was put to hold and never to be used. that can be dangerous, Hiruzen, if that thing fall into someone else's hand. And you're going to make that kid who lost his family and has every right to destroy them and turn against our village. You're going to hand it to him in a platter? Yes. And he has no family with them. He is reinstated into the Senju clan after being removed from Uzumaki Namikaze clan holster. Said Hiruzen, don't you think when he comes back he's going to put some things into motion and to get Naruto back? No. For him, Naruto will be dead. Yes. We will tell them that Naruto was blamed for the cause of the disappearance of the fourth Tokage and his family. And he was ignored by everyone here. And not only that, it got to the point where he committed suicide. We're going to plant a fake body of a child who died, and then we're going to put a Henji seal on him and going to bury him there. Slowly he will decay and turn into nothingness. That will be more than enough to convince them that their son that they left behind is dead, and his last words will be, he hated them to no end. Ghost will be under my command, and mine only. Not even the next Hokages can command it. After I'm dead, he will have his own free will, and he will serve only missions handed out to him by Anbu commander, no one else, not even Hokage. Everyone agreed to that. Yes, everyone said, even Danzo. Hiruzen, I'm afraid about this, but if this is successful, if your gamble is successful, then I bet that he will be more powerful than anything, even the Bijus himself. That is why I'm creating him. The ghost is in motion then. As a stamp was put on the paper by the Hokage and the documents were passed on, as baby Naruto was handed to Commander Anbu, who said, "Hey little guy, don't worry. It'll only hurt a little bit, and after that, everything will be fine." As the serum was handed to Dragon, who injected into Naruto's vein, as Naruto cried a bit because the serum was being injected through a needle. As after the serum was injected, the bottle or container that was holding the serum dissolved into nothingness, as if it was nothing there. Never. As Naruto's veins turned blue for a bit, all of them, before going back to normal. It was a success, and only an Uzumaki could hold it. Now that was for sure. Now all they had to do was wait. Wait for 72 long hours for Naruto to survive. If he did, then the operation was successful. The first one to test it out was Hashirama Senju himself, because he curated it, and the result was that he became tenfold stronger than before, and his Kakegenkai became more dominant. Everyone didn't knew that. Hashirama feared that his Kakegenkai might not be passed down, so he put some cells extracting it from his Kakegenkai that were dormant in Kakegenkai of wood release and reinstilled them inside the serum as well. Whoever the serum holder was also going to get his Kakegenkai, and fortunately it was as if luck was shining on Naruto today. He not only inherited super strength, more agility, more defense and steel-like skin, and more chakra than even a Biju, he also inherited the wood release to subdue any Biju. And all he had to do was now survive 72 hours. And time ticked so slowly. Naruto, it looked like he wasn't going to make it because he was in fever and always crying and wasn't eating anything. Tsunade was feeding her chakra through chakra palm to Naruto in order for him to only survive. Naruto was losing weight fast, but 72 hours came to an end and Naruto was starving badly. Tsunade knew better and feeded him chakra-infused milk. And Naruto regained his weight much faster thanks to that. After Naruto calmed down and Hiruzen was given the report that the serum infusion with Naruto was successful, he was happy. The council was happy, and the plan was put into motion for Naruto to disappear from Konoha forever. And a kid who had died, a child who had died at the birth, was given to the Hokage by their family. And some of the cells that were extracted from Naruto were injected into him for further cautiousness, and he was hinged permanently with a seal into baby Naruto, who looked dead. As Hiruzen apologized to the family, who said that their kid was born dead, and that child who is alive and was living much worse fate than their child they were sorry for him, as the mother cried and hugged her child one last time, and knew better that she only had time to visit that said child before the Hokage arrived, because the third Hokage allowed it for the said mother and father. And Naruto, fake one, was buried deep 6 feet underground in the cemetery of Konoha, as everyone outside of the council member didn't knew anything about that. Then the news was released of Naruto's death to the whole village. Aside from the council, everyone didn't knew, and they were sad and angry at what comes next, as Ruzen goes on to tell them what their fourth Hokage, their beloved hero, alongside his wife and his student Jiraiya did, and what was the cause of his death. Tsunade was then brought on, as she revealed that the cause of death was that Naruto became aware that he wasn't near his family, and he cried a lot. For crying a lot, she couldn't find out what was the cause of his distress, and then it was already too late when it became too aware. He wasn't with his family. He needed his family there. He became aware that he was alone, and a child, much less an infant, couldn't handle that fact if he became aware. And he cried calling out to them, and passed away. The village shed tears, so much at that the day was announced as a holiday, a day for remorse for a child of a hero who abandoned him, a child who became aware that his family abandoned him and cried to his death. It was known as a Weeping Naruto Day, and it will forever be a holiday there. As the news reached the far capital, where Minato Kushina resided, as Kushina was wailing inside her house, as Minato also was shedding tears after finding out. Jiraiya was also crying. He felt guilty after saying those words. He was reminded every word by his own apparition that day, what he said, pointing his finger at Naruto, and his blue eyes looking at him guiltily. He couldn't sleep. He couldn't do anything. He drank so much, and eat sleeping pills just to get his eyes shut. But then again Naruto appeared, looking at him with innocent eyes, and he woke up crying. He was getting depressed, and so was Minato and Kushina. But then, Menma and Mito, they were being forgotten. They had to pull themselves together, and were going to be sorrowful later, but now they had a duty they had to fulfill, and that was to take care of Menma and Mito, to train them to become strong, so strong that one day they will become the savior of this world, alongside with Naruto, who was lost in the battle too early, taken from them too early. At least that's what they thought. As we go back in the Anbu headquarters inside Konohagakure no Sato, where the third Hokage, alongside with Tsunade, who was carrying Naruto, and Anbu commander and Kakashi were there. So, you're going to be staying here, Tsunade-sama, alongside with Naruto. This room was, well, of Kushina's. I don't need it. Give me another room. But this is the only good room we have. Throw out the stuff. Not only I need the room clean, it needs to be baptized before I set a foot inside. This disgusts me to no end. I guess we have to give you the other room. I'm afraid we cannot do that. It is against Anbu policies. I'll take any other room besides this one. As a crappy room was given to Tsunade, who she fixed thanks to her sensei, and everything was moved in there. It had a kitchen and a bunk bed. One for Naruto once he grew up, and one for herself. And one closet, one bathroom. It was a good room. So yeah, she wasn't going to ask for anything. As Anbu commander left, Kakashi stayed there. What is it, Kakashi? As Kakashi took out his mask, which was of a dog, as he started to cry. What is it? I can't believe he did that. I can't believe he left him behind. After all the bullshit he taught us. What bullshit are you talking about? He told us that a team is supposed to be a family. Those who abandon their comrades are worse than trash. And comrades are supposed to be treated as family. And what is he now? He's worse than trash. That's what he is, said Kakashi, as his tears were falling down. Everything he ever knew was falling apart. His world, his beliefs, everything. He lost his two teammates because of that. And now he lost everything he believed in because of his sensei, the one who taught him, one who imprinted these things into his own mind. I vow, Tsunade-sama, I will not abandon Naruto. I will not be like them. I will train him. I will train him to become so strong that when they come back, they won't be able to touch him. Kakashi, you forgot. Naruto is dead now. His identity is a secret. His existence is a secret. I know. I know for sure. They will come back. And when they find out that he is alive, then there will be hell to pay. And that is if they ever find out. Kakashi said before he left. As Tsunade just sighed, she knew that the kid was going through a lot of mental breakdown at once. He had lost his teammates, got one killed by his own hand, and that was enough trauma for him, for whole life to be carried. And now, all those beliefs that were engraved into his mind by his sensei, and those said person just betrayed those beliefs. His world was crashing again. He was losing his sanity, and he needed time to heal. Not like he was going to heal anymore. As then, time passed from then on. In the fire capital, the children were growing healthy and happily. And during those times, Kushina at their birthday looked sad after celebrating their birthday, and Minato was also sad alongside with Jiraiya. All of them had nightmares at the night of Naruto at the same time. On the other side, Naruto celebrated his birthday, and again inside his room with Tsunade, Kakashi, who was his big brother figure now, and Commander Oji-san. And not only that, Ojiji, his favorite grandfather and figure in his whole family aside from his mother, as everyone was there. So Naruto, is there anything you wish? Nah, I have everything I need here. My family, and yeah, I get to become a cool badass shinobi, and I live in Anbu Commander headquarters. So yeah, I don't need anything else, GD. I'm already happy. As with these words, Naruto didn't knew how much weight was lifted out of everyone's shoulder there, because they were hiding some things from Naruto. And after they celebrated his birthday, as everyone left, as Naruto was bunking on a bed, 5-year-old Naruto, on an upper bed as Tsunade was laying beneath him in the near underbed. Nay, Gachan, what is it, Naruto? Can I sleep with you? Yeah, sure, come down. Are you having a nightmare or something? No, it's just... What is it? Tell me, Gaki, she said with a smile. Come on, Gachan. Don't call me that anymore. I'm a grown man now. You're still a kid to me. Just don't grow up fast, okay? Take your time. Well, I'm learning to become a shinobi, and shinobis grow fast. I know. Just let me be a mother for once, okay? Yeah, as both of them hugged together. As Naruto then said, Nekachan, sometimes I have this weird dream where I see this blonde man with blue eyes and red-haired woman and a white-haired guy crying, and I'm just looking at them. As they cry and apologize to me, Tsunade froze, her blood ran cold. How could this be possible? How could this be possible? Are you having this nightmare frequently? No, not frequently, only on my birthdays for like as long as I can remember. I see. It's just a bad nightmare, Naruto. Those people have nothing to do with you. Do you know them? Yeah. One of them is red-haired woman, you say. She's Kushina Uzumaki. Blonde-haired man is Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage who left with his children. And the white-haired man, does he have a ponytail? No, his hair is down. I see. Then he is Jiraiya. He has red eyeliner around his eyes, right? Yeah. The same one. He's Jiraiya, one of the Sanin, the Toad Sanin. I see. So they are real awesome people, right? No, Naruto. There's someone you don't need to get involved with. Come on, Kachan. Tell me. I can tell that you're distressed and lying. Tsunade's eyes widen. How can you tell that? I don't know. I can sense it. He's a censor. Damn it. As Tsunade started to cry. Naruto? Kachan, is something wrong? I I have been lying to you. I'm not your real mother. What? You see, I adopted you. As Tsunade began to explain about his birth story and what his biological parents did and who his biological parents were. And after hearing this story, Naruto just hugged her and cried, Thank you. Thank you, Kachan. I don't need to involve myself with those people anymore. As you said, my only family is you, Gigi, Commander Oji-san, Kakashi-ni-san, and that's all I need. But Naruto, there's one more thing you need to know. In the eyes of the world and your parents, you are dead. You are a ghost. So, I'm happy. Even if I have to turn into a ghost, as long as I have all of you, I'm happy to be one. Naruto said, showing maturity as he smiled his goofy grin. Now don't cry and ruin the pillow, Kachan. You look old like this. Just sleep. As Tsunade grew a tick more. You wanna get a beating and no ramen for 1 month? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping. As time from then on passed much quicker for Naruto, as he was already 13 years of age and wearing anbu gear, as he was training in the anbu facilities, sing alone, as he was breaking everything that was standing in his way. All obstacles were on the ground, ruined. As Commander was standing next to Kakashi and Guy, his flames of youth are so much brighter than everyone else. Yes, Guy, for the first time I agree with you. Damn you, Kakashi, you and your hip attitude. What do you say? As Guy was now squinching his fist because of Kakashi's hip attitude. As Commander, beneath his mask, was crying. Commander, are you alright? My field. That little Gaki destroyed my field. It will take a lot of yens now to repair that. What I'm gonna do with him now? He's already so strong that even I can't beat him. Really? Yosh, now I need to challenge myself against him. Guy, I don't think that's a good idea. Shut up, Kakashi. I need to challenge him. As Kakashi had a wide eye as he looked at the commander. Did he tell me to shut up? I think he did. Guy, did you eat something wrong today? No, I didn't eat anything. I just eat beans and that is why I'm here. Oh boy. As Commander and Kakashi just moved far away. Naruto? Yeah? Naruto said from far away as he was busy destroying everything within its path. All the rock-hard weights and metal plates with single fist shattered to the ground as he was dodging all the projectiles and trap wires and successfully dodging them and destroying everything and launching his own projectiles from dead bullseyes. As Naruto, after finishing the course within 30 seconds, which was a brand new record, as Commander had already a record of 59 seconds, and Naruto just broke that by halving it. As Commander then said, I gotta make a new record now, Naruto, and it isn't going to be easy. You just keep breaking those records, huh? Yeah, it's kind of my hobby, Dragon G-san. Still with the G-san. Call me Dragon now. I'm your commander. You joined the Anbu. Yeah, but not official. Until I get my mask done, I will be Naruto, remember? And you'll still be my G-san when I'm off duty. Fine. Come here, Naruto. Guy wants to talk to you about something. What is it, Guy-san? Yosh, Naruto. Would you like to challenge me in my 7th gate state? 7th? Is it awesome? As Guy face faulted alongside the rest of the two. As he got up, of course it's awesome, Naruto. It's the brightest flame of youth in the whole Konoha. Then awesome. I'll take you up on the challenge. When can we fight? Like now? Yes, now. Wait. It's a perfect opportunity to get some bills in my pocket. How about we have this tournament for both of you after 2 hours? What do you say? I agree. I've waited this long, I can wait for 2 hours, said Guy. As Naruto agreed, nothing bothers me that way. I can just go and grab some ramen. No, you're not, said Tsunade as she walked inside with her sensei. Come on, Kachan, it's been 1 month already. Isn't my punishment over? Not for the next 8 hours, it isn't. Oh, come on, Naruto said. Fine, I'll go eat my veggies. Yes, that's more like it. So, what are you talking about? Oh boy, Hiruzen said as Tsunade was cut in. What is it, sensei? As Hiruzen pointed towards the field. I guess Senju clan heads accounts will be draining thanks to this. No, it isn't. I have another plan. What is it? How about placing bets on Guy and Naruto? We're going to have a lot of money inside our pockets. As Tsunade had, well, yen signs in her eye. Yep, you're on. I like that idea, Sensei. As her sensei sighed. You and betting always go against each other, Tsunade. Well, when I'm with Naruto, it always goes with me. You wanna know? When I took Naruto with me to a gambling house, I put it out of business by making them full flush and taking every penny out of them. As our sensei took a double take at her. You what? You took him to a betting house? Oh, he was just a baby and crying and didn't want to separate it from his Kachan, so I took him with me. As Saratobi's jaw dropped. Remind me to never play poker with Naruto, because if that kid has luck, then, oh boy, I don't want to bet anything against him. Well, tough for you, GD. We'll be having a poker match next month. Did you forget that you all promised? Oh boy, poor my wallet. Oh well, I guess it is one way to earn money. So, where can I place my bets? Just wait, Hokage-sama. First, let's gather every one of the shinobis here. As after Q, all the clan heads and shinobis and jonins were gathered in a large area. There were no civilians. Greetings everyone, Commander said. I'm Commander Dragon. Under my regime is every anbu here, and I'm under the regime of third Hokage, Saratobi Hiruzen. And because of his order, I'm here to announce that our two participants will be fighting each other. One is Naruto, and on the other side is Guy. What? The kid is mad, going against that green beast of Konoha? It will be interesting, said Asuma, Kurenai, Anko, and rest of the Jonin 11 as they placed their bets on Guy, their friend. Aside from Kakashi, who placed his bet alongside with Commander Anbu Dragon and third Hokage and Tsunade on Naruto, while the rest of the shinobi populace alongside with the clan heads placed their bets on Guy. Why are we here? This match is going to be boring. As the match was about to begin, as it began, Guy entered the 7th state as everyone was quite serious. Why did Guy enter the gate state? Asked Asuma. Shut up, it will be interesting to watch, Asuma, said Kakashi with a smile. And for the first time, Asuma felt chills run down his spine as he watched the match, and everyone was dead silent as Naruto, with matching speed, dashed towards 7 gate state Guy, as they were matching fist and everything. Can I take it up a notch? Naruto said as Guy's eyes went. Take it up a notch. I'm going already full out on 7 state. Damn it. Should I use it? Nah, it's already a spar. I shouldn't. I should keep it. As Guy drops his weight. Yosh, Naruto, let's take it up a notch. And there were only blurs next. As the fists connected, there were ground shattering beneath them. All people could see was blurs and a lot of fisting noises as the fists clashed with each other. As Fugaku had enough and activated his Sharingan, Mangekyo one. And then on, he still couldn't see much, but he could still see that they were moving at high speeds, at least of Jonin speeds. They're fast. No boy, they're fast as fuck, said a person next to them, and it was surprisingly Hiyashi. What do you mean, Hyuga? My Byakugan. I can't even catch him. Even with my Sharingan, I can see only Jonin level speed. Really? Are they really that fast? Said the rest of the clan heads. Yeah, we're not lying. That Naruto kid. He certainly trained a lot harder than we expected. As then, Guy then said, Dynamic entry, as a kick was made towards Naruto as Naruto flipped back, and suddenly both of them stopped. Are you getting tired, Naruto? Not at all. Hey, can I use Jutsu? Yeah, you can use it. I'm already a 7th state kid. Fine. As Naruto claps his hand together. Mukitan, Wood Dragon, as Guy's eyes widened, and from beneath Naruto's feet, 2 woodlocks came and swirled around each other to form a dragon as they rushed towards Guy at high speeds. Guy put his fist on hold, but it wasn't enough to hold down as the dragon grabbed Guy within his teeth as it dug underground. As Guy's head was only left behind, because Naruto dispelled the dragon. As everyone's jaws dropped. Hehehe. How about that, Guy? Do you admit defeat? I admit defeat, Naruto. You really have flames of youth brighter than mine, said Guy as his eyes were now that of fireballs, as Naruto just laughed. I guess so, as everyone was silent. Wait, what? Why aren't you clapping? I just won. As Naruto was embarrassed by this. Oh, come on, I'm leaving. I had enough. As Naruto left grumpily the stadium, as everyone got up. Wow, did the kid use just Mokiton? Yes, as Hiruzen then looked towards Tsunade. Tsunade, were you hiding something from me? Oh yeah, I kind of forgot to tell you. I was quite drunk one night when I came home at night, and Naruto had a tree branch growing from his hand, and not only that, I kinda gave him access to Shodai scrolls all related to wood release, and I think I forgot after that. Until now I remember. She said, I can't believe you. You're so irresponsible. You could have at least identified it to me. The kid is holding so much back. As we go to the clan heads, as Fugaku and Hiyashi had their jaws dropped as they were sitting there alongside the rest of them. Is that the Shodai's wood release? As Fugaku was quite mad about this because it was kept a secret. Then he saw Hiruzen's lips moving towards Tsunade's lips moving. It looks like even our Hokage didn't knew about this. What? Yashi said. I think Tsunade kind of made a mistake of keeping it a secret from him, and he's quite pissed about that as well, as are we. And Commander on the other side was laughing. Yes! My pockets are filled. Ahem. Our pockets are filled, said both Kakashi and Tsunade, as Hiruzen nodded as well. Yes, our pockets are filled, Commander, as Commander gritted his teeth and gave his money to everyone, as everyone was crying, leaving the whole stadium. As Anko said, that Gaki is one hell of a player, if I ever see one. I might just back him for myself. Anko, stop it. He's just 13 years of age. So what, Nai-chan? That's enough to become an adult. And I'm 18. There's not much of an age difference. As Kurenai just sighed. At least don't just creep him out if you want to date him, seriously. Yeah, I kind of think it's kind of one of those things that you had for Asuma. Yeah, love at first sight. That thing. As Asuma face turned red and so did Kurenai's. And Asuma said, wait, is it for real? Yes, Asuma, I kinda like you. As Asuma then said, would you like to go out with me, Kurenai? Yes. Woohoo! Thanks, Uncle. Where's my dongos? Uncle said. There's none. What? I just made you two get together. You betrayed my trust by revealing my feelings for Asuma. Not that I mind now, she said with a smile as she turned towards Asuma. As Asuma smiled back. Don't worry, Uncle. I'll pay for them. How much do you want? And 2 hours later, Asuma was crying. My wallet. I'm broke. I can't take her out now. I should wait for a month or so. Hey, listen, Kurenai, don't bother Asuma. I'll wait for a month or so you can get some cash in your pocket so that we can go on our date. Thanks, Asuma. Never. I'm not feeding you any more dongos, Uncle. Never. As everyone was laughing on the ground, chuckling. Even Kakashi, you should have seen your face. So much for becoming manly, Asuma. Yeah. Fuck you guys too. We love you, Asuma. We love you too. As on the other side, Naruto, back inside the council chamber, stood in front of everyone. Naruto, since when do you have these powers? I don't know. I could use them as long as I can remember, and one night Kachan saw it and told me to never reveal it to anyone, because it could be dangerous. I see. So where do you learn how to mold wood release into jutsus? Oh, that's thanks to Oji-san. You mean Hiruzen? No, I mean great Oji-san. I mean Shodai Hokage Hashirama Senju, because he left scrolls for wood release. I see. Danzo said, Hey Danzo, Ji-san, how are you doing? I'm doing good, Naruto, said Danzo. Is your root still going and kicking? As Danzo's sweat dropped. I told you, Brad, that it's shut down, but there were shinobis moving down. As he sweated. Oh boy, this is going to be a death to me one day. As Kohara and Namura glared at him. You'd promise you will shut it down, Danzo. How did this come to this? Well, Naruto was 4 years of age and was wandering around here and there, and he found his way underground deep beneath the basement of council chambers, and where he found Root Anbu and Danzo. And he did nothing, he just went towards Danzo and sat on his lap. "Hey Danzo Gigi, how are you doing?" As Danzo was quite shocked about this but didn't bother with it. He neither hated nor, well, loved Naruto. He was neutral, so yeah. Sometimes he was enraged, sometimes he was happy regarding Naruto, if matters came up. Other than that, the other issue came to light. As Danzo said, we are supposed to discuss something else here, I think. As Hiruzen said, yes we are, with narrowed eyes. You and I are going to have a long talk about this after this, Danzo. Danzo just sighed. This bread was going to be a death of him one day. He wanted to become Hokage, but after knowing that Naruto was here and he had to take care of the bread from time to time like a responsible grandfather, because Hiruzen was only kidding around and fooling like a father would for his first child. He had to be the responsible one, and he hated it, even though he liked the responsibility. Anyway, the matter got resolved and Naruto was handed off his ghost anbu mask. It was a plain mask, just with 2 eye holes, and a kanji written at the corner of his right cheek on the mask. Ghost, nothing else. And he was also awarded with Jonin title because he defeated Konoha's Green Beast with his 7-gate state, which was quite powerful enough. Even Hokage had to sweat a lot to make Guy defeated in that state. And there was yet one more state left. And Naruto had wood release now. No wonder his senses said that the serum will make even the mighty of the mighty Biju bow down to the person. They were right in choosing Naruto. Everyone was now agreeing to this because Naruto was a pure-hearted kid and was happy and happy-go-lucky child, and was too strong for his own good, because he was able to defeat strongest of the shinobis like ease. And the difficultest of the difficultest core set in Konoha, which was that of dragons, which was broken by Naruto and was completed in mere 30 seconds. Another feat which was quite unbelievably hard to achieve. As on the other side, outside of Konoha, as Naruto was celebrating his victory and his new Anbu status, we see figures moving towards Konoha's gate. As the 3 older adults looked depressed, as Menma and Mito became arrogant, but they were depressed as well because their sibling died. Menma hated at first that his brother was weak, but when he found out that he became aware, as the rumor said, that his family left him behind. And still being a baby, he cried, calling out to them, but they weren't there. And so, he shed his tears for his brother. He still regretted that. And so did Mito. Mito was a wreck after finding it out and wasn't talking to any of her parents. And so did Menma, but after some time he was talking to them because he knew better than Mito. Because he knew that they already had lost one son and he was their only son now. So he had to take up the responsibility as being the oldest, and so he has to show more maturity about this matter. Even if it meant that their parents betrayed their trust and were lying to them their whole lives about having another sibling. As they entered the Konoha's walls, they were greeted by nothing but stares and murmurs. Isn't that the 4th Hokage? Huh, he finally showed his face after such long time. Poor Naruto. Well, Naruto Weeping Day is coming on. What do you think? Should we hunt them down? Since they're the reason because he's dead. No, it has nothing to do with them. They were only innocent children at the time, as he was. The only one to blame are the adults here, said a woman. As Kushina then said, I want to get some ramen. How about you kids? Trying to ease up the mood, as the children were quite depressed finding out that their own village hated them now. All of them. Yes, as they made their way towards Tenoichi, come in, said Tenoichi before he paused. Get out. What? Tenoichi, it's us. I know. Get out. You're not welcome here anymore, Kushina, because we know what you did. And to be honest, it kind of broke me when I found out that you who claimed that she will have a family and will become Hokage did this. I thought you were a bright child, but I think I was wrong. You can leave. As Tsunade was livid at that, she had to leave her favorite place now because she wasn't welcome there. As a person was standing in front of the Hokage Tower with his other Jonin fellows, it was Kakashi. After the sight of his sensei, he lost his senses and dashed towards them, aiming to hit him, but was blocked by Jiraiya. What do you think you're doing, Kakashi? Is this how you greet your sensei? Shut up, Jiraiya. You all have lost my respect. Why are you back now? Now that he's gone, Kakashi said, with anger in his voice. All those thoughts that was buried deep down within him after so much time came to light. We just wanted to visit his grave. Can you tell us where it is? Minato said. What are you going to do? Defile his grave? Say mean things to him because it was him that got your reputation ruined? Kakashi was on the brink of breaking out and lashing out. He was shaking violently as Kai came in front and put a hand on his shoulder. It's enough, Kakashi. Hokage-sama, you can go to the cemetery corner, right side, and there you will find the grave. It has his name written on it. Have a good day. Guy left with serious tone. There was no boastfulness and youthfulness in his voice when he said these words. After leaving, Kakashi just put his hand, shoving it away as he punched the wall. Damn it! Damn it! I thought I calmed down, but I guess I didn't. Calm down, Kakashi. There is still some things that are to be licked in. I think they regret it. It's too late now. He's out of their life for good, and I'll make sure that it stays that way. Yeah, me too, said another voice, as it was Ghost who was there. Naruto? What are you doing here? I'm Ghost right now, Kakashi-ni-san. I guess you know about them. Yeah, Kachan told me a lot of years ago. I kinda sense when a person is lying, so once I found out, I didn't want to break your heart, so yeah. What do you think of them? As you guys said, I don't want to get involved with them. I have nothing to do with them. They left me behind on their own accord, and their son is dead. I'm nothing but a ghost now. I'm ghost of Konoha, and will protect it from the shadows. Huh, it's a cool and nice catchphrase, don't you think, Kakashi-ni-san? As Kakashi just smiled, forgetting his anger, leaving his body, as Guy also had a smile on his face. It looks like our little Naruto has a youthful personality who could turn people sorrows into happiness. He's a bright radiant light. Even if he's a ghost, thought Guy to himself. You surely made a mistake, Hokage-sama. Even if I can see that, Guy thought to himself. As the three of them left to eat some ramen, as Naruto entered the Ichiraku's. Hey Ji-san, can I have my miso ramen, please? Oh, Ghost, you're here. Yeah, how you been? How's Ayame? She's good. Cool. As then, after eating his ramen, they all left. And suddenly, at night time, Naruto's shadow glowed. Huh? Why is Gigi calling me? As Naruto, after wearing his anbu gear and everything, and wearing his ghost mark, left and entered Hokage's office with a sunshin. Hokage-sama, you called for me. The anbu said while bowing. So it's real, the ghost, as you said. It's quite wonderful, but isn't he too young? Said none other than Minato. What? Why are they here? I guess they're taking the hat back. Yes, and he's under my control. I mean, he is under my command, and the only person that he can receive mission after I'm dead or so, or something like that ever happened, is none other than Anbu Commander. You mean no other Hokage has quite command over him? Yes. He is the protector of this village. As everyone has chosen him, it is his duty from the shadows to protect it, and he will do as well. Can we see his identity? Negative. I will not reveal my identity to anyone else. I'm sorry, Hokage-sama. Said Naruto with deep voice, faking it as much as he could. Come on, buy it already. I wanna go home and sleep before that old hag gets cranky. As Naruto suddenly felt chills run down his spine. Oh boy, thanks a lot, old man. Naruto said, looking towards Hiruzen, who just had to wink at him. as Minato was quite surprised when Man Mito stood in front of him. You look quite pathetic for an anbu. Hey dad, how about I become a ghost? It looks quite cool. As Naruto said, wow. 3 legendary shinobis training 2 kids and they turn out to be assholes. Great work you guys. Great work indeed. Naruto inside his own mindscape clapped. Yeah, they are the kind of kids that get themselves killed by after becoming emo bastards. As a certain emo bastard inside the Uchiha clan sneezed, or soon to be emo bastard. Huh? I guess someone must be talking about me. Let's go home. As he was returning home from his academy, as he entered, he found that everyone was there, but it was quite silent. As he entered his house, he saw that Itachi was still fighting with his parents. I'm leaving. I don't want to be a clan head. If you're going to do this. He dropped his Konoha headband and left. Where's Nissan going? He's not your Nissan anymore, Fugaku said. He's leaving. It was already all staged by Fugaku and Itachi alongside with Hiruzen. Itachi was going on a long-term mission. A mission where he has to join by becoming rogue, a criminal in his own village eyes in order to protect him. As Itachi was about to leave, Naruto came in front of him. Itachi Nissan, where are you going? I'm going on a long-term mission, Naruto. A mission where I have to go rogue from the village. Only Hokage-sama and my father knows about this alongside with my mother. I see. And why are you telling me this? Naruto, I trust you. For 1 and for 2, I want you to look out for my brother. I see. I promise as much as I can to look out for him. I will. Thanks. That is all that I need to know. After that, Itachi left to join the Akatsuki. Wait! Itachi stopped before leaving. Can you send in me the intel about what they want and what they are going to do? And why are you going to join this? It has something to do with the Bijus. Something related to your siblings. And that is why I have to leave. I can send you a crow letter separately if you want. That'll be awesome. Thank you, Itachi Nissan. It'll help me a lot. Please send me your coordinates as well. I will track them down and hunt them if they ever lay their eyes on the Jinchuriki of our village. Naruto didn't say siblings, he said Jinchurikis. Even if he hated those persons and didn't want to get involved with, they were still part of his village, and he has a duty to uphold, to protect them. As Itachi left, time passed from then on. They became a team, or much like his siblings became a team. Naruto was sent on some missions, which was to exterminate S-rank criminals, assassinations. Naruto did as he was told, but after his first kill, he broke down, saying that was he a monster, and he was comforted. And from then on, he shut his emotions off whenever he had to kill and knew what to do. He even went against some orders for those who were to be brought back alive. After extracting information from them, he killed them because he knew they were a menace to society. Danzo was happy about that even if Hiruzen and everyone else had instilled some of their beliefs in them, it was only one of his beliefs that was instilled in him. If he deemed a threat for a person for his village, he will annihilate them. So that is why Danzo had no offense against Naruto now. He was happy. Yes, Danzo was happy. Even if Hiruzen was mad about Naruto doing this against his own will, Naruto told them that what were their plans and how he extracted them, and could tell that he was lying or not. And he was lying. And Hiruzen bought it every time. He gave full reports of what was occurring, and because of those reports, they were even able to stop bigger tragedies such as Land of Wave tragedy by stopping Gato in his own tracks and killing him. And Naruto was even sent to Kiri to help rebels, thanks to the rebel leader, Maid Terumi, coming there. And she was quite happy with Naruto and what he could do. He even made Yagura kneel in front of him, even in his Biju mode, which was quite surprising for everyone. As Naruto killed off Yagura, as the Biju was freed alongside him from the Uchiha's curse. As Naruto hunted down that masked Uchiha and killed him as well. After finding out his location, he was hiding in the trees far behind, watching the whole battle unfold. As real Naruto came in front of him, and a sword was shoved through his chest, piercing his heart, as the Uchiha's eyes were widened. How? I was here all alone, watching the battle alongside you, Uchiha. Now let's see who you truly are. And Naruto was quite shocked when he found out that it was none other than Obito Uchiha. As he brought his body back, as After coming back victor from Kiri, he returned to Konoha inside council chamber, which was separate now as for only third Hokage, and his closed aides, which were Kakashi and Tsunade, and the Anbu Dragon Commander. Why have you called us here, Naruto? As Naruto revealed the scroll and the body that lay there, Kakashi and everyone else's eyes went, "Is this Obito?" He was the one who was behind the Nine-Tailed attack, alongside with the civil war in Kiri. He's also a part of Akatsuki. How is this possible? He really is Obito, but how? I kinda looked through his memories. How? I might or might not have stolen a jutsu from Yamanaka clan holder. Their main clan jutsu, I guess. Mind-walking jutsu. Naruto, you know that is dangerous one, but I guess we're not going to stop you. So what does it say? Here's the report, you can read it. I'm leaving, I'm tired, I'm eating ramen. As everyone had a sweat dropped as Naruto left. Even if that kid became an Anbu, he's still a kid. And has too much childishness inside of him, said Dragon. But that's what we love about him, isn't it? Said Kakashi, as everyone nodded. Yeah, you're right. As Naruto was dashing towards the village, he decided to visit the cemetery of the child, which was laying there instead of him, because he was now close to the parents who was there to help him out in a pinch, to make their own child's dead body to be sacrificed instead of him. As for their sake, he delivered flowers after his parents' return. As he was there to deliver flowers, he saw his mother crying, hugging the stone. I'm so sorry, Naruto. I should have been there. I'm so sorry, my baby. As then Minato came there, as Naruto was hiding, watching everything from afar. It's been 2 days, Kushina. We've been here for a week, and you've been staying here with Naruto for 2 days. It's not good for your health. Our kids are getting worried. But what about him? We left him behind and left him alone. He's down there alone all by himself. Is it wrong for a mother to stay there for his child, who she willingly abandoned because of some damn prophecy? I don't believe that jerk for a moment. He made us separate from each other. Can't you see that, Minato? Naruto suffered because of our own stupidity for trusting Jiraiya. He's as much as to blame as we are. As Kushina broke down there in front of him again, as Minato hugged her and comforted her, as he too shed tears. It's been late. It's too late, Naruto said up in the tree as he removed his mask and shed tears. You guys, it's too late. I can't go back now. As Naruto wore his mask, his cold blue eyes shone from behind it. I'm ghost now. As Naruto disappeared, leaving Flower there, as if it was never there. After that, Naruto slept, and a letter came from Itachi, as he heard, after Chunin exams, that the Akatsuki were making a move towards Konoha. He heard a lot about his siblings' escapade, that how they stopped the Konoha crush, but in reality it was him to save his Gigi, fighting off Orochimaru and killing him in return alongside with Kabuto. And not only that, defeating Suna and Oto's forces and destroying them, like literally decimating them. And after that, he was put as a triple S rank shinobi, as Ghost. He has no other information regarding it because he wore no headband. He was known as Ghost, that's why. And time passed on until the present, where we are now, as Naruto received the letter, and after reading it, he squenched the letter so hard and burned it down. Naruto also saw or monitored his family from time to time after visiting his fake grave, and saw that how they cried there. He too shed some tears, but he knew it was already too late and there was no going back. They had to live without him, thinking he was dead. And lo and behold, suddenly Konoha was destroyed by a person who was floating in midair. Next thing the person felt, his neck was cleaved off from his body, as his other parts felt the same. What was that? Pain said, as Conan was quite shocked, as the other thing she had saw coming towards her was an attack that rendered her unconscious. As Ghost disappeared again, and the next thing Nagato felt was a sharp kunai in his throat. You should have stayed where you were, Akatsuki. You should have never set your foot in Konoha. Ghost, so you were allied to Konoha? Yes, I am. As Naruto with his Katon Jutsu that he learned burned down the whole fake tree, and Nagato and his Rinnegan alongside. The remaining Akatsuki members' location was already given to Naruto, as Naruto made his way towards there, silently, and efficiently cut each and every one of their throats, as if he was never there, until only Zetsu remained. As Itachi and Naruto made their way towards Zetsu. Ah, I see you're here, Itachi, and you too, Naruto, the supposed ghost of Konoha. You know about us. Yes, it was by chance I saw your face, and I put two and two together, and lo and behold, what do I find? Konoha's own ghost was none other than Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, who's dead in his own family's eyes. Yes, it's better it remains that way. Or is it? As Zetsu snapped his finger as lights came to life, as he saw his whole family tied there, as they were looking at him with tears of joy that he was alive. I'm Ghost, I'm not Naruto. How long are you going to lie? As Zetsu disappeared and kicked Naruto, suddenly surprising him because he was off guard, as his mask shattered. As Naruto's half face was revealed, and so was his blonde hair. Damn it! As Naruto dropped his mask and put out two kunais from his holster, as he dashed towards full speed, which was blinding towards Zetsu, and killed him. Even though I am dead, remember, Naruto, you lost. You're not a ghost anymore. I have given you the worst wound that every shinobi wished he wasn't given. A wound that is struck towards hard. A mental wound. Good luck recovering from that, Naruto. You have been a thorn in my path. And even if I have failed to achieve what I wanted, you will also not win. You will also lose something precious to you. And that is your identity as Ghost, which you have lost. As Zetsu was burnt down to crisp because of Naruto's rage, as he looked towards his family, as he then said, Itachi Nisan, erase their memories. As he picked up his mask and wore it, as he looked towards them, with half of his face uncovered, as he cried, I'm sorry, it's better this way. As Itachi's Sharingan came to life, and the whole family of his whole was silent now. As the next thing they remembered, they woke up, and it was inside their own house. They had this stupid dream where they thought that they met their son, who was undead and was ghost. But they didn't even remember if there was ever a ghost Anbu. As Naruto was standing atop their house, wearing his uniform and mask. It's better this way, he said before he disappeared into the shadows. He was the ghost of Konoha, and it was his duty to protect all around him, his own family, friends, and his village. And if anyone dares to take their dirty eye towards their village, he will burn them to the ground, to the ashes. As this is the story of Naruto, the Ghost Anbu. This is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing out. Peace.